Hello again and welcome back to Scott Wanda's World. That ugly one is back, still with man flu, not dead yet. The cans rolling around all over the floor here. You ain't going to get that on any other beer channel, just saying. Still got the man flu, still not feeling, still under the weather, but for you, I'm going to press on. I'm going to press on regardless to how just can't shift it. All that does on one side of my head. I feel like I'm having a right-handed stroke. There you go. This is something I didn't know if I was interested in or not. When I saw it, this is not a new product. It's been around in Ireland, the Emerald Isle, for around a year, maybe a little bit more. They used to do a micro pour thing, I think they called it as well. And I looked at trying to get one, but the cost of getting it from Ireland over here was absolutely scandalous. That's not to say the price in England isn't absolutely scandalous, but we'll get to that in a minute. And it's the Guinness Draft NitroSurge. No, and obviously cans as well, because obviously you can't just put this on any old can of Guinness. You have to buy a special can of Guinness. So the NitroSurge, obviously, I know there's a lot of hate and a lot of love for Guinness. I'm going to be completely honest. It's not a beer I mind. I don't mind a Guinness every now and then. If we go into a pub and there's nothing else that I fancy, I will have a pint of the black stuff, as I think it's quite commonly known. So these have been around in Ireland for probably over a year or so now. Watched a few reviews of them. I know the Guinness Guru did one. I know the craft beer channel did a review of it and popped up on my feed actually about 2 days ago. That Spice and Easy Alan had taken a look at it, so I watched Alan's video and I think he did an exemplary job of reviewing the product. Hello Hugo, how are you?
Yeah, come on.
Off you pop. You know, I've been in a minute. Yeah. No, I'm fine. Thank you. Hugo, go. Yeah, I thought Alan did a pretty solid job of it, and I saw Chris's beer reviews reviewed one as well, and I think he did a very solid review of it as well. Now I've ummed over it. It's available in Tesco, and we're going to get to the price first of all, because I think the price is the most important part of this review. So the Guinness Surge machine itself is £25. With a club card, because it's only available in Tesco at the moment, £22. Expensive, because I've got a feeling this is going to end up in the drawer. And then you've got the cans that come with it, not standard Guinness Draft cans. They're Guinness Nitro Surge cans, so their own cans. They're £8 normally, so 4 cans for £8, £2 a can. But with a club card, £7 a can. So all told, £29 for 4 cans and a gadget, the bloody squeak away, that is designed basically to make your can of Guinness as close to a draft pour in a pub that is possible, so I'm led to believe. I haven't got a Guinness glass, so I'll just use my pint pot. I have just cleaned it out. So the question is it worth the money? Let's unbox the Surge machine itself. I do like the packaging. I can't say I don't. I think it's striking. But then for £22, I'd expect it to be. Wanda has agreed to this outlay for your financial for the channel. So we're not eating for a month. And there's going to be people saying, "Well, you wouldn't buy putty." Or the putty, and you were moaning about that, but you bought this, Scott. I've got no answer. I've got no answer to that. I'll buy what I want is my answer to that. What's going on here then? Right. A little bit of faffing out of the way. And this is the Surge. So a little bit of leaflet. And that is the Surge machine itself. Do like the packaging, I've got to be honest. This is my first time looking at the actual unit. It comes with a rechargeable battery, I believe. So you've got a USB lead in there. A little brush to clean out the nozzle, because we all like a clean nozzle. Talking of the nozzle, there's the nozzle. So first impressions on the actual Guinness Surge machine itself, just check my microphone's still on because it has a habit of turning itself off, is, I mean, the branding and the quality, it's absolutely first class. But then for £22, I'd expect it to be. You've got a little button at the back that you push to turn it on, and that lights up the Guinness harp. So first impressions of the actual unit are favourable. I'm assuming you just plonk that on and twist. Oh, that's it with the nozzle on. And then you've got this little bit of paper for when you actually plonk it onto your can. Let's get it into onto one of the cans. Take a look at the cans. The cans aren't your standard pint cans, I don't believe. So here is your Guinness Draft Nitro Surge can. Taller than your usual can, and this one is 400. Sorry, I'll start that again. 558 ml. So it's 10 ml less than a pint, which I think is going to equate for your dome on top. You've got a widgery-didgeridoo if you want to have a look at that, and it's also got the instructions for pouring your Nitro Surge on the side of the can. So get the old goggles on, my pound goggles, and it says open your chilled can. It's chilled down. Connect your device over the opening. Push the button once to activate it. Hold the can horizontal 45 degrees to 2/3 of the glass is full. Keep angle between glass and can while slowly tilting. That door's spinning around, not like Kylie Minogue. 5, allow the liquid to settle. And 6, tilt to pour the remaining liquid. So I haven't got a Guinness glass, I'm going to use one of these. So open your can. Don't forget to remove your witchery-ditchery-doo. Shut that down there. Pop that on. Gives a nice satisfying clonk. This, it looks like a little bit like a penguin. I'm not going to lie. Pop your button. Tip your glass. Out she comes. Okay, a little swooshing every now and then. It says to give it to 80%. I'm not a mathematician, so I'm going to guess 80%. No, fair enough. Got that lovely creamy cascade feature. So I've just cleaned my glass, so I do apologise. Lovely creamy cascade feature on the glass. So it says to let that settle till it stops cascading, and then fill your glass to the top. Now I like a can of Guinness every now and then, or a draft Guinness if we go to the pub, if there's nothing worth having. So for me, is this gadget a bit of a gimmick? Yeah, I think we can answer that straight away. But does it actually give Guinness a decent body? I think we can agree that's finished doing its thing. So it says push the button again, light comes on, and let's get it pulled in. Let's see if we can get a little bit of dome on top. Oh, we're going to go for a bit more. Bottled it. Bottled it. What I haven't done is make a complete shit show of it, like my friend Chris's beer reviews did. Go watch Chris's video. It's phenomenal. So on the top, I'm going to say I've got a little bit of dome on there. We've still got a little bit of... Oh, I've got a bit of spillage. Tiny bit of spillage there. But I'm going to say, it does look... It looks fantastic in the glass. I'll probably have to pick up a Guinness Draft can to do a little side by side. I have got, let's turn it around so you can't see that little bit of spillage. I've got a tiny 3 strand spillage on the back. I'm not going to lie, but I'm going to say that looks absolutely fabulous. Still cascading away. Now, in all honesty, I've got one working nostril at the moment. So, look, we all know what Guinness smells and tastes like. I'm not going to insult you by sitting here and saying, oh, dark fruits and roasted malt and all that rubbish. I'm not going to insult you. We know what Guinness tastes like, smells like. What I'm after is that unit there, that little £22 gold mine gadget, does it make this beer creamy? Let's have a look. It looks nice. None left. Some down the leg. Cheers. Cheers. 30 fucking quid. This uses ultrasonic waves, I believe. There's a little, what's the little fangly dangly doodle say? Read your instructions before use. Well, I didn't do that. I don't even know the instructions are gone. They told me to put them in the box. With all the bits and bobs. Yeah, I think he uses ultrasonic waves. And all sorts of jiggery pokery and magistry and the touch of nozzle, blah blah blah. Always use a clean Guinness glass. Failed. Refrigerate. It's been refrigerated. Blah blah blah. Tilt. Now 60 seconds for pour. This device. Oh, you can clean it. If you're clean before and after every use using warm water. Do not wet the USB cable. Well, thanks for pointing that out. Do not clean appliance and dishwasher. Clean nozzle regularly. Happy days. Yeah, it uses ultrasonic waves or something to do something with the nitrogen. Blah 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 blah. I ain't no scientist. What I do know, as a well-respected beer reviewer, is that is a sublimely creamy pint of Guinness. Easily the closest you're going to get to a pub draft Guinness in your house, I would think. We are going to come to, is the penguin, looking at you, is the penguin worth the outlay? And that's a tough one. How often am I going to use the penguin? I don't know, is the answer. Does it pour? Obviously, you've got to have these special Nitro Surge cans with it as well, which, let's be honest, ain't cheap. If you could use it, can you use it on Nitro Craft Stouts? Excuse me, I do apologise. If you can, and that's something I'll probably play with and experiment with, then the Penguin could well be worth the money. On the Guinness Draft cans alone, so £22 at the moment on Club Card from Tesco for the actual gadget itself, which is, I'm going to be honest, is really well made. There's obviously some really good technology in there. Is that worth £22? Probably. The cans at £7 currently on Club Card, £8 normally. Are they worth it? £2 a can, probably. You're going to pay about the same price as, maybe more than that. I don't know how much a pint of Guinness is currently in a pub. Look at probably a fiver, £4-5, I would think. So they're worth it. Am I going to get enough use out of that to warrant it, the outlay? I don't know. I'm going to make 30p back on this video. I'm still £28, £28.70 out of pocket. It's a novelty. Is it a nice novelty? Yes. Is it something I'm going to come back to? Maybe, for shits and giggles, and I might pick up a 4-pack of the Nitro Surge. What I will say is it does pour a very creamy, it does lose a little something though on that back end for me, but it's lovely. Is it worth it? Subjective. It's a subjective question that we're not all going to share the same answer to. Am I glad I've picked it up? Yeah, I could sell it again in about 30 years' time, or leave it to the grandkids. So yeah, the other thing I'd like to say is I had a conversation with my mate, the Blue Van Man, because I said I was going to pick this up potentially if Wanda gave it up. I saw it in Tesco's. I sent a picture to Dave and to Wanda. He said, "Are you getting one?" I said, "I like my bollocks between my legs, actually, because if I pick one up, she's going to go mad." And then she said, "Why didn't you pick one up?" So I picked one up. Dave, pick up a penguin. That'd make a good catch on advert. Pick up a penguin. Pick up a penguin, and let me know what you think of it, mate. You've probably got enough money for it. Shit house. So yeah, the Guinness Nitro Surge Draft Nitro Surge. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up, and I'm gonna give it a thumbs up for the fact that it's fun. Is it cheap? No, but it's fun. And they haven't taken the piss royally, really, by bringing it over here with the price. So I'm going to give it a thumbs up. If you've got a Guinness Surge, let me know what you think of it. Do you think it's a novelty? Do you think I'm fucking mad for going and buying it? Have you tried this version of Guinness through this little wonder machine? And just let me know what you think of it. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. There's a subscribe button if you're new here and you like this sort of rubbish. And me and Wanda, see you very soon.